Hi there, ladies. Welcome to day 5. We're going to start our workout down on the floor with a long band. So come on down and join me. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. I want you to drive the shoulders down away from the ears. Pull the abs into brace like somebody's going to hit you. Protect that back and extend right arm, left leg. Good. Hips and shoulders are square to the floor. We breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good, and switch. We have a wonderful workout planned today. It is circuit style, which means one exercise after the other. We keep it moving. We rest at the very end, and then we repeat. So take more rest if necessary, modify things if necessary, but if it feels good and everything's good, we push it, we work with that. Last one here, definitely have water with you. Take breaks when you need it. You know the spiel by now if you've been here. Hand under shoulder, knee under hip, leg out to the side, fingertips to temples. I want you to take that elbow up to the ceiling and down. It feels so good to open up the spine in this way. Whether you're doing this in the morning or some other time, good. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. You're going to need a couple things today. You're going to need a band. You're going to need, good, switch sides, a dumbbell. I've got one about 15 pounds, a lighter one. I've got one about 10 pounds, may want 5 or 10 or 15 pounds. And then a set of heavy dumbbells, which means as heavy as you can go, really, is what I want you to do for that one. I've got 30s, and we'll feel it out and talk more about that when that comes. Good. Come on up to standing. Grab that band. Feet under hips. Knees are soft. Core is braced. Shoulders down away from the ears. Now, I talk all the time about how every pregnancy is different, and we're all going to be feeling differently at different points, right? So our first exercise today, I do have a static lunge in there. And if for some reason, not for some reason, but if you're experiencing any deep inner groin pain already, in my book, that's usually a little bit early, even for all my pregnancies, but everybody's again different, and you might already be experiencing that. So for that static lunge, if that's you, if you're experiencing that deep inner groin pain, I want you to substitute a squat instead. Okay, so these are the ways we still continue to listen to our body, even though everything in this workout is quote unquote safe for pregnancy. Some things just affect us differently, right? So we do what we can do. We do what's best for us. Good. Last 2 pushes. Good. You might want to use that band, so don't fling it too far. Hip flexor openers, front, side, down. Good. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. You can hold something while you do this if you'd like for balance. Good. So lots of combo moves today to get this full body in. Good. Front, side, down. Last one. Front, side, down. We take a lateral leg swing. Standing knee soft. Good. Breathe. Shoulders stay relaxed. They stay down. Good. In through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And switch sides. And if you're doing these in order, take comfort in knowing last one of the week. We'll get this one done. And hopefully you've got some time, glute kicks here for some walking or stretching or other things you'd like to do to keep it moving, keep it active. But it's just a nice feeling once you can cross off that last workout of the week. Good, ladies. Lastly, leg swings to the front, standing knee soft, swing it and bring it back. Good. Exhale, inhale for 2, for 1, switch sides. Nicely done. Good. All right, water breaks whenever. One more swing. Feel free to take a water break while you take a peek. So if you have an anchor point, and I'll give you an option if you don't. If you have an anchor point, it's going right around your belly button height, because what we're doing is a static lunge with a row. So we're going to take our feet 90 degrees and 90 degrees. Okay, so feet are hip width. Let me back up a little so you can see it. Feet are hip width. Slight pelvic tuck, slight lean forward. Our static lunge is down and we hold it while we row. Okay, so it makes it a little more difficult. Now, options. You could instead lunge, row, come back up, take little breaks. I'm going to attempt to go down and hold it for all 10 rows. Then we switch legs. So we're getting 20 rows for our back, and we're getting 10 lunges, really holds on each side. Now, this is where I mentioned if the deep inner groin is not great for you, you're holding a squat instead. And then you can come up, come down, hold the squat for the other side. If you do not have the anchor point, you have some options where I would just take the static lunge out of it, do all my rows first, 20 bent rows, and then 10 lunges on each leg, or 20 squats total. Okay, if you don't have that anchor point, you're going to separate it. All right, let's get going, ladies. Shoulders down away from ears. We do back up so we have some resistance here. We sink it low. We exhale on the pull. We inhale, reach. So shoulders down away from ears, chest open, and we're driving those elbows back to the ribs. Yes. Like I said, combo moves. 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Good. Send the other leg back. Feet are still hip width. Lower that knee. Pull. Good. Pull. Nice. Good work. Woo, what a start. We dove right in today. The whole day is like this. 2 and 1. Good. Come on out. This is where I'm going to use a 15 for the next one, but I'll show you with my imaginary dumbbell. It's wood chops. We have a slight squat with, it's all upper body. We involve the core and we get a little bit of lower body too. So feet are wider than hips. Knees are soft. Our imaginary dumbbells in the hands, arms are mostly straight. We pivot on that foot and bring that dumbbell up to in line with the shoulder. We exhale and chop it right past the knee. So we rotate. We don't twist. It's a rotation. Rotate, rotate. Look how small that is. Shoulder to knee, because I don't want you to go past the knee and hurt your back. I don't want you to go past your shoulder and hurt your back. So it's keep it all in the front of the body, okay? So we're going to do this on one side, and then the other 15 is going to be really adequate for this. For me, I might go down to the 10. Shoulder-wise, we'll see. All right? So we inhale up, exhale, sit. So that heel can come up when we rotate, but it comes to the floor by the time we chop. Yes, we need it planted on the chop. As straight, the straighter the arms are, the harder it is. So if you can lock out those elbows, it's going to be harder on shoulders and core then. Good. And switch sides. Here we go. Inhale up, exhale down. Nice. Beautiful. Whoo! For 5. 4, almost there. 3, nice. 2, and 1, and rest. Good work. Okay, you may want to put that one down, or you may hang on to it. I'm going to go from the 15 to the 10. We've got a wall sit with a figure 8. Let me show you first the figure 8. His arms are straight, shoulders down away from ears. We carve a figure 8 from shoulders to hips, staying right in front of us. Again, not twisting. This is more upper body and core while we get that wall sit. Now, you can modify. You can take out the wall sit if you need to. If you don't have the wall, you can do an air chair instead. Just hold the squat. All right, here we go. Inhale, exhale. That's 1. Inhale, exhale. Good. Toes point straight ahead so that your knees also point straight ahead. Woo! Quads are burning. Front of the thighs, right? I know. 4. Almost there. Breathe. 3. Good. 2. Last one. Get out, ladies. Nice work. Okay, carefully put that down. Last exercise before the break is farmer's walks. This is where I mentioned as heavy as you can go. So some of us are limited by the weight, but if you're not, if you have weights up to like 50 or so, and you don't want to use those, pick something heavier than you would RDL. When we RDL, I'm doing 20s, 25s. I'm going to grab the 30s. All we're doing is walking with them. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe for 30 seconds. Great for the core, great for the whole body. It's going to get the heart rate up. And we're still carrying things pregnant, aren't we? Here we go. So we might as well train it, right? You might be, if you have other kids, you're carrying or holding them often. You are maybe helping kids carry sports equipment, carrying coolers. Now make sure you don't overarch the back on these. Zip up that core. Good. Breathe. Shoulders down away from ears. In through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Again, a weight that is challenging, but not debilitating. Put it down. Bend the knees. Put it down. We're at a break. Good work. Okay, round 1 is done. If that felt like the longest round of your life, no worries. It'll be quicker now without all the demos. So assess that second set. We always assess. Can you go up in something, down in something? I know it was a lot going on. How did it all feel? For me, everything felt perfectly challenging. Honestly, if anything, I'd be maybe going to the 10s by the time my shoulders get really tired for those wood chops instead of the 15s, but I'm going to try to hang on to it for as long as I can. So you take a deep breath, shake it out, definitely get your sip of water, and we're going to go back in starting with that row. So you are maybe rowing, then getting your lunges in, or we're doing it all at the same time if you have the anchor point. All right, we're nice and warmed up. We've had that minute break. Take longer if you need it. Pause me, take longer. And we go after it again, ladies, round 2. Ready? A little more power, a little more strength in it now. Slight pelvic tuck. Sink it low. Go. Pull, reach, pull, reach. Yes. Power. And we push the pace a little bit with great form. 5. This is a workout. It should be difficult. Good. Up and switch. Low, pull, reach. Good. You got it. Drive the elbows back, shoulders down away from ears. Almost there. Sink lower in your lunge for 4, 3, 2, and get up and out. Nice work. Grab what you're using for that wood chop. Feet wider than hips. We go low, arms straight. Inhale, chop. Now the emphasis is on the chop. Use your head. Look where you're going. Yes. This is so good for our core, ladies. Keep it in the game. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Oh, my word. Take a second. Shoulder roll. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Emphasize the chop. Use that rotation through the foot. Arms straight. Come on. Oh, we're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and wowza. Put it down. Good job. How corny am I to say wowza? I know. Wall sit figure 8. Give me what you got. Maybe it's an air chair. Maybe we're getting rid of the wall sit. We'll see. Feet hip width. Keep those feet out slightly in front of you. Shoulders back. We go. Inhale. Exhale. Carve it. Carve it. I know. Use your breath. We will get through it. 5. Oh, light grip. 3. Break is right around the corner, ladies. Last rep. Good. Not quite yet, though. Farmer's walks. Bend your knees. Put that weight down. Grab your heavy weight, something challenging, but not debilitating. Here we go. Shoulders back. We walk in through the nose. We breathe. Exhale out the mouth. Walk in heel toe, heel toe. Good. Woo. Nice work. Come on. Stay with it. In through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Almost there. Just taking our heavy weights for a walk. Who doesn't do this? Good. No leaning back. Last reps here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Put them down. Wonderful job. Shake it out and breathe. Excellent work. All right. Watching the timer to make sure I give us our minute. We're going to take this minute. Pause if you need more. Heart rate is up a little bit. It should be. Right? Again, the point is we're working out, but you just don't want to push too crazy high, which it shouldn't be crazy high. Just enough to catch our breath. Deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale the mouth. A good judge too is while you are pregnant. I don't like to work out past the point where I can't talk in between. Not necessarily carry on a conversation because that's a little more intensive. I mean, we can be panting just from going up the stairs, especially because breathing is just so different. But that's a good little litmus test. If you're like, okay, Brittany, where am I pushing it to? Again, obviously consult your doctor, but I personally kind of do that test. Like if I can talk like this, I'm good. If I can't even get a word out, that is too much. That's too high. And I need to dial it down, in my opinion, a notch. Okay. Deep breaths. Last little sip of water here. And we're going to get rolling in this last set. Make sure your area is clean. I've been kind of throwing dumbbells as we go. All right, final set. Here we go. Pause me if you need a longer break. It'll be over in just a minute, though, so we might as well get to the stretch. Shoulders down away from ears. Get you ladies on with your days. Long lunge stance back. Sink it low. We go. Pull, reach. Exhale, inhale. Good. Looking at that anchor point. Drive the elbows for 3, 2, 1. Check it off. That leg's done. Let's go. Sink low on the other side. Pull. Good. Toes point straight ahead. No leaning back. Just caught myself. Don't lean back. Good. That's why I give so many reminders. It is 100% as much for me as it is for you. Good. Step up and out. Those are done. No more. Done and dusted. Let's go. Wood chops. I'm going to try to stick with this 15. Here we go. Hip width or wider. Arms nice and straight. We go rotate and chop. Where is the emphasis on the chop? Good. As you're getting tired, make sure you don't over twist. You're still in control here. Stop that range. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Other side. Arms nice and straight. Up. Chop. Good. Beautiful work. We're so close. 5. You got this. 3. Stay strong. Last 2. 1. And rest. Good. Bend the knees. Put it down. Our bodies are always going to say we're done. Nope. Other way around. Our mind is always going to say we're done before our bodies. So yes, let's go. We listen to our bodies, but we know our minds tell us that's enough before. And it's really difficult. What I think people don't talk about in pregnancy is distinguishing between, oh, is this really too much and I have to listen to my body and stop? Or is this my mind just telling me it's too much and I'm done, right? So again, we always want to be safe, but so much out there is telling us, oh, that's it. Just do the bare minimum and don't make yourself uncomfortable at all. Where if we look back through history, bend the knees, pick it up. Ladies, we're still, here we go, take it for a walk out in the fields and doing all the things pretty much right up until delivery, right? I'm laughing because as I program in these farmers walks, what was I doing yesterday? I was putting 15 bags of 50-pound pea gravel down in the garden. And I mean, arguably, do we need to be doing that pregnant? No. But, you know, if you feel okay and you can do it safely, we're done. Bend the knees, put it down. I'm all for it. Good. Hands come forward. Stretch, ladies. Awesome, awesome job today. Thanks for joining me. It's so fun doing it together because believe it or not, it's a challenge for me to do it on my own as well. You might feel that way. And I know we're not live. I wish we were. I wish I was in person doing it with you. I really do. But next best thing here, to be encouraged by each other, knowing we're both doing it at the similar stage of pregnancy. Good. Switch it up. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Shoulder stretch. Those shoulders worked really, really hard today. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Other side. Good. Drop that shoulder down away from the ear. In through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Excellent work. Crisscross the foot over the knee. Sit back. Let it open up. Hold it. We're opening up the outer glute there, which should feel so good. This is what gets so tight for me. Good. Switch sides. Sit back. Open that chest up. Breathe. Last deep breath here. Feet together. Deep breath together. In through the nose. Exhale, let it go, ladies. You are finished. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Very, very nice work. I'll see you next workout.